Let's just do a quick little video and talk about some meat math. So according to the Department of Natural Resources in Ohio, the average Ohio deer yields about 52 pounds of meat. And I was looking at some old statistics saying that your average hunter spends about $800 on a deer hunt. So I just want to propose the idea that chickens have a lot more value than a deer. So your average hen, and that's a rooster, by the way. The hens are over here. Your average hen is going to lay you about 40 pounds of eggs every year, and she can do that. Well, that was dramatic. Doggy touched the electric fence. I thought she already figured that lesson out. We now come back to our regular feature of chickens. So your hen, she's going to give you 40 pounds of eggs every year, and she's going to do that while eating things that you cannot eat. All your little food scraps, all your leftovers, grass, bugs. She's going to turn all that into eggs, which are a very high quality protein. Thank you, Mr. Rooster. Chickens are also super easy to keep and take care of. You can see that I've invested a little bit in some electric fencing. I set up a compost feeder where I put all of my kitchen and garden scraps, and the chickens love to pick through that, looking for bugs and little things to eat. They're providing a service to me by manuring for my garden, so I'm able to make chicken manure compost. And your hen at the end of her lifespan is also going to give you a soup carcass, some high quality chicken fat, and the most marvelous thing about them is if you have a rooster with your chicken, well, one of those chickens is in really bad shape over there, but they also will multiply. So not only are they going to give you eggs and meat, but they are going to perpetually continue reproducing and producing for you. Another great thing about chickens, you can literally go to your nearest Princess Auto or other hardware store and get everything you need to build your own little chicken coop. Or you can keep them in something as small as a dog crate and just have them on grass and move them around a couple times a day. There's two hens here. They are both broody, so I've set them aside in the dark here. Give them a little bit of water, a little bit of food, and they're going to hatch out some eggs. Hopefully they don't suffer the same fate as the last broody hen I had, which got eaten by raccoons. And if you have been watching this channel, you know that those raccoons, I trapped them both. So, you know, predators are probably your main concern with keeping chickens. Otherwise, they're pretty straightforward. They do sometimes catch diseases and things, but mostly if you feed them good food, keep them in a clean place, give them good shelter, keep them out of direct sunlight, give them some shade. You can watch a million videos about how to take care of chickens. But I just want to make the case that they are probably, if you're doing your meat math, a superior investment to going deer hunting. Obviously, I've got a fair bit of space to have a chicken hobby, but you don't need that big of a space. I can show you. So this was chicken run last year, and you can see that they beat it down pretty hard. Probably had them on the same pasture 2 years in a row. Too many chickens, too small of a space. But this year, I fenced them off a little bit of pasture up here, and they are just eating all this grass and doing a really good job of it. And because I did buy this portable electric fencing, which you know works really well for keeping dogs out of the chickens and other predators, it's very easy for me to just pick this fence up and then move it over to a fresh patch of grass for them, or fence off a little piece of the woods where they can go foraging for bugs, and really cut down on my feed costs. You also probably don't really realize until you've got chickens just how entertaining they can be. They've all kind of got little chicken personalities and interesting behaviors, and they can be a lot of fun. Family-friendly pets. They're easy for kids to manage. If you have surplus eggs, you can always figure out something to do with them. I feed eggs to Ziggy all the time, sell some to friends, try and get enough money back that I can pay for the chicken feed that I use, more in the winter than in the summer. I guess we should go check on Ziggy and see how she made out with that electric fence. Anyways, get chickens. Hey, where did Ziggy go? Did you get a little reminder about the fence? Hey, we're okay now. Hey, you're okay now. Thanks for breathing real heavy on my camera for lens. Gross. Hey, are you gross? There. Yeah, you're fine. The funny thing is, the chickens can walk around loose, and she doesn't bother them anyway. That fence isn't really there for her. She's still a puppy, so we weren't sure how she was going to be with them, but that fence does a really good job of keeping out raccoons and foxes, other predators, other dogs.